As part of We the People, celebrating 250 years, here's This Day in History.
America's birthday month rolls along. We are celebrating America's 250th birthday this summer with our We the People series, people, places, and things of the past that have shaped our country into what it is today. And we are headed east down I-94 to Milwaukee, Charlie.
Yeah, Summerfest on this day, July 20th, 1968. The first Summerfest was held in Milwaukee. Founded by Henry Mayer, the Summerfest was meant to be Milwaukee's version of Munich, Germany's Oktoberfest, although the first edition of the festival would be held at different venues across the city. It didn't take long for organizers to move it to the 75-acre grounds it is held on today. Through the years, tons of major musical performers had made a stop in Milwaukee for Summerfest, including the Jackson 5, the Rolling Stones, Whitney Houston, and Taylor Swift. The festival was declared the world's largest music festival by the Guinness Book of World Records in 1999. Nowadays, Summerfest is 9 days long and is held over 3 weekends from late June until early July. That's this day in history for July 20th.
Yeah, I went to Summerfest a lot, went to college in Milwaukee, so that was a fun thing to do in the summertime. Let's head down to Summerfest, see who's playing on the stage.
Yeah, I remember you used to go there, and even the main stage used to be free. You'd go and try to grab a seat early and hold out. But yeah, I've been there many times. I haven't been there recently, but yeah.
A great way to discover new acts too, if you're looking for some new music to check out. They got all different kinds. So
you walk around and check out hundreds.
There you go.
Yeah.
Charlie, thank you.